Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We have Jake and RJ with us again tonight, and we actually have a guest. This is going to be sort of a free-form discussion about a great many of things, I suppose, with hobby-related. Feel free to have add some questions in the commentary as you see fit for those people who are going to be jumping on in the next few minutes. So without further ado, Jake and RJ, would you like to introduce Gordy? I understand that you guys go back a little ways.
Yeah, we go back. Me and Jake have been doing this since March, and other than baseball collector, Mike Moynihan, Gordy was probably the second person we started watching. Just scrolling through TikTok, and you get that, and you press, okay, let me go live, and we went live, and he was just talking about cards. And actually, Jake asked me today, how did we get into vintage? And I think it was through Gordy, yeah.
I think I remember Gordy. Then it was Mike Moynihan. Then we started to go to Luwak. Then we got everybody.
Yeah, and then we just started, let's make a channel. And then, so we started buying a lot of stuff from Gordy, and that's how we got most of our collection, I would say, to start.
I'd say, you want me to show one?
I got to think about it, but I got to think about probably what the biggest card we got from him was.
So let me show the first card we ever got from Gordy. I think I remember. This is the first.
Like when Jake disappears off camera for a minute and then comes right back with a banger of a card.
Gordy's Bonkers Cards. He also has a Facebook group. I'm sure he's going to tell you. But he goes live on Sunday nights, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. And he's been doing set breaks lately, which are really good. And we pulled a good.
You guys got a good one this week.
We got a good card. Yeah, 64 Topps Giant Bob Gibson in a PSA 7 or 8.
Six. Only 6 is in it, but the other guy you got was a 7.
This is the first card we ever got from Gordy.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
The 66 Clemente?
Yeah. Card you got from me is also Clemente, Jake. If you
that's the card. Go get the card.
What card?
The rookie. Clemente.
You were at the other end of his big trade that he did.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Gordy, would you like to add anything to your introduction?
Yeah. My name is Gordy Bonker. I do content specifically around vintage baseball, as RJ had mentioned. I started Bonkers Cards about 2 years ago now. Been making content for about 3 years. I love mobbing. I love doing it. I collect. You'll see behind me, I collect 1954 Topps. I have a complete set of 1954 Topps. I'm actually down to one card right now. I just sold my Hank Aaron rookie this past week because I'm looking to upgrade it. So that one hurt a little bit. But
so if anybody has a Hank Aaron 5, like Gordy.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I have one more card. Hold on. Let me get it.
You take.
What drew you to the 54 Topps to be able to collect? I think that's something probably we have in common here. We're still collectors.
Yeah, I actually. The reason why I started collecting 54 Topps is one of my closest friends in the company brought me to my first card show I ever went to, and I was a little gun shy walking around the show, seeing the sticker prices for a lot of these cards. And there was a dealer there who happened to be an actor on The Sopranos, and he was walking through his collection, and he had a 1954 Willie Mays, and it was raw, and it looked very nice. And he gave me a great price on it, and I ended up, trying to haggle him down a little bit more. My friend kind of hit me. He's like, he's giving you the card. Take it. If you don't buy it, I'll take it. And I ended up buying it. And it was a 54 Willie Mays, and it was beautiful. And I loved it. I realized, I had bought the card for $300, and I realized this thing's probably worth $500. And I had said to him, like, that's a good investment, And he said, I invest a ton into sports cards, and I had never thought about the monetary value of it or the long-term investment trend of investing into cards. Kind of got hooked on it. I saw the history in the cards. I saw the investment thesis behind the cards. When I was a little kid, I used to read baseball history books. I'm a diehard Yankees fan. I've always been into baseball history. I think baseball is unique in that it's intertwined with American history, which I'm also a huge fan of as well. As you know, we've developed as a country, so has the game of baseball, which is super cool. And so I just got really into it, and my era has really stuck in the 50s. And once I got the Mays, I got the Jackie, and then I got the Banks, and I started picking up a lot of these cards. I'm like, I'm gonna go for the set. So, you know, that's kind of where I started and why I love 50s and vintage baseball so much.
Nice.
And how long of a journey has this been for you? You've been really kind of doing a deep dive into vintage baseball cards.
Yeah, I think I probably wrote my first blog about it. So my content channel's been around for 2 years, Bonkers Cards. I started doing content primarily in the financial services industry about 3 years ago on my other brand, The Bonker Beat, which just covers the economy, the financial services industry, stock market, investing trends. There was a weekend I went to my childhood home, and I think this was in late 2020 or early 21, I can't remember. And I went through my sports cards. And then I ended up going to that show, and I wrote a blog about the Willie Mays 54 Topps card and some Pujols cards that I bought. And I just said, like, there's an investment thesis behind this as an alternative asset class. And, you know, that was probably 2 years ago. And I think over the last year, like RJ and Jake and I, like the regular Sunday show that has started to become its own thing probably started in January of this year. If I want to say, it's been about a year since the Sunday started to become a thing, but I've been posting videos for about 2 years.
Wow, and you've completed a set in that time for 54 Topps, and it sounds like you're really into the content creating at this point too.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I can go on a tangent just about how fascinating TikTok is specifically, but also just the evolution of content and the relationship that content creators can have with their audience. And I think it's super cool. We're living in a really unique time that you can build an audience around something that you're genuinely really passionate about and build like this community, this network that RJ and Jake have become aware of.
It almost becomes like a family with the regulars every Sunday night now.
Yeah, it's very cool. You get to know what other people collect, and I don't know, it's a really cool experience. I never expected to be in the position that it's gotten to, so it's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's kind of how we kind of connected, RJ and I too, was kind of just commenting on one another's videos. I think it was probably 48 Bowman related because that was the first thing we did together.
Yep.
So I have 2 cards. So you were talking about the Hank Aaron rookie. We picked up at, I think, the Bo Jackson.
The Edison show.
The show when we met Bo Jackson, we picked up a reprint of the 54 rookie autographed.
That's awesome. That's a really cool card. Is that from the 2003 Topps Heritage set or
2020 Hank Aaron?
2020. Interesting. That is so cool.
2020 Topps.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what they like had in there, like cards your mothers threw away kind of insert series or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I do have a PSA 2 right now. So we got one in here right
Gordy's got a sick collection of autographed Mays cards.
So I got
sick.
And then this is the card that we traded from.
There it is.
There he is.
There we go.
There he is.
Tell you, there was nothing cooler than us doing that trade and seeing how excited you guys were. I think I heard Jake like yell or like jump up, and he gave you a big high five after we did that trade. And like,
yeah, on the way back to the car. Yeah,
that was awesome.
Thereafter too, I think of the hey, we just got this.
Totally. So Mitchell, what?
From afar.
Where is your community? Like, where's your content mostly based? Are you big on YouTube? What do you like to make content on?
Exclusively on YouTube at this point. I've definitely reached out to put some stuff on Instagram too. As I started a page in the last few months or so. It's nothing like live on there. It's usually things I've already put together on YouTube. It was just another way for people to kind of connect with me if need be. And I've had a few people reach out that way.
Yeah.
It's mostly focused on vintage. I mean, I'm not opposed to getting modern cards every now and then.
Right.
An example of one of the projects I'm working on is trying to get all the gold parallel 2001. But other than that, it is pretty heavily vintage focused, set focused. I do some player profiles from the Diamond Star sets. Do a little bit more like a complete set presentation of something that's been in my collection.
What's the one you're working on now? The 30. 30, the Diamond Kings. What are you working on? The Gaudi?
I have like 3 vintage sets that I'm working on. I'm still working on the 48 Bowman, the Diamond Star sets from 34 to 36.
Those are cool.
And then 53 Bowman color are like the 3 ones that I'm kind of working on right now. I finished the 64 Topps Giants. Well, I thought I finished it, and then I found out I was missing 1 card, which was like a $1.50 card I just picked up over the weekend. Thankfully, it wasn't like a card that was like $200.
Yeah. The last set break we did, I bought a complete PSA graded 64 Topps Giant set, and that's what we did. It's a cool
That's
little
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What's the next one, Gordy?
1955 Topps, so you're going to have to get another Clemente over there.
Koufax, it wouldn't be so bad. Yeah.
We've got the Koufax.
I have that Koufax.
Wow.
Yeah. We've got the Koufax. I've got a couple of cool
Get the
giveaways.
Killebrew then.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got all cool stuff in there, and the end of this year is going to be big. I'm saving the big one. There's 1 or 2 big sets I've got that we'll probably do around the holidays that I'm really excited about. So I'm always looking for complete sets. So I'm actually going to build a second 1954 top set that I'm pretty close to. So that's actually what that Hank Aaron rookie I showed you is part of. So
how do you acquire your stuff? Sounds like you acquire it pretty quickly.
Yeah. So how do I acquire my stuff? I'm very
run down on the Florida trip real quick.
Yeah, I was just so there was somebody that I had done some deals with in the past, and I noticed he was selling a lot on Facebook. And I have a pretty good relationship with him, so I sent him a message and just said, "Hey, how's everything going? I noticed you're selling a lot of like high quality stuff." And he had shared with me that he was buying a vacation home, and his wife was telling him to sell a sports card collection to help fund the down payment. So I shot him a message and said, "Hey, I'd be interested in buying your collection if you're comfortable showing me your, pictures of the collection." Sent me about 55, 60 pictures. I bought almost all of them. I think we ended up agreeing on 51 cards in the collection. He was based down in Florida, right outside of Tampa. So my fiance and I actually flew down there last weekend. I bought the collection from him and actually documented it all. I am going to make a YouTube video about me getting the deal done, flying down there, picking up the cards. But it was super cool. I've actually already found homes for almost all the cards in that collection.
We got one.
Oh, wow.
From the Sunday.
That's a quick flip.
52 Bowman Mini Minoso.
Yeah, that mini was so cool, man. That was awesome. The Mini Minoso rookie was in there. Some of the big cards.
I like that one better than the Topps one.
You could bring it over.
Yeah, I agree. That card is awesome. And Mini Minoso is a cool guy to collect too.
Can you show it?
What do you think the biggest card out of there was?
Okay.
The biggest card, there was 2 or 3. There was a 1939 DiMaggio play ball that was graded 3.5.
Nice.
There was a 41 play ball Ted Williams. There was a Sandy Koufax rookie PSA 4. The Hank rookie was part of that collection, PSA 2.
And they all went pretty fast, right?
Yeah, most of it sold on Saturday, Sunday, and then the Monday show. There's about a handful of cards I still have, but it went very quickly.
Did you go into that transaction knowing you wanted to sell all those cards, or were there some that you were like, I want that one for my collection?
So I tried to target, for me personally, my collecting interest has kind of shifted outside of 1954 Topps, which will always be there. Like I always try to upgrade my set. So if I can find a Willie Mays SGC5, I'll go for it. So I always upgrade 54 Topps, but the things I've started to get into lately is really low pop vintage. So signed vintage cards from like players like Hank Aaron and Willie Mays, like RJ was saying. I started to collect a lot of that. I'm also collecting Venezuelan Topps cards because they're very low pop.
Oh, sure.
So I've started to, my collecting journey's gone that way. And the collection that I purchased was really high eye appeal rookie cards in mid grade. And for me, I want to go to the stuff that I can never find, so that's the stuff that I like to collect.
Are you mostly like a 50s collector by and large, or do you kind of venture into the 60s, 70s?
Yeah, I sell a lot of 60s cards on the channel. These cards are great because it has the majority of the big Hall of Fame names from the 50s, but it's way more affordable. Like the 67 Clemente or 66 Clemente you were holding, that's an awesome card. The 72 Clemente, I've sold that card more than almost any other. Yeah, exactly. These cards are great and they're very affordable. You know, when you go into the late 50s, a lot of those cards are going to run big money, especially if they're decent eye appeal. So the audience that I have on my show, they range from buying cards between $50 to $500 typically. Anytime you get after $500, like it's a little bit more challenging. So I do like the 60s because it helps. Yeah, there you go. It's an awesome card.
There it is. Yeah.
But
I actually had that one graded about 20 years ago, and I sold it.
uh,
They're like, I want to get out of this graded card thing because I just read the book, The Card.
now what
If you
grade?
ever read that book, it was kind of about like card trimming and some of the nasty stuff that happens in the hobby, which is still a topic even to this day. And I'm like, this stuff is not going to be around.
What was the name of the book?
I was wrong. It was called The Card. I think I still have it in here somewhere. Yeah.
A few copies.
This one? Is it this one?
Book.
I think.
That's
Yeah, there
it.
you go. You give me the spark note.
Yep.
Very
I still recommend it to people because it's quite a journey.
It's a
Yeah,
good
at
book.
that point, I think they didn't know the Gretzky Wagner card had been trimmed, but they highly suspected it in the book, and it later came out that Bill Mastro had trimmed it himself and got it then graded by PSA, who was a Chicago-based guy. So that's interesting.
I can show you some of the cards that I was talking about that I like that are low power. Do you have some cards? Do you have what's like some of the favorite cards in your collection?
Favorite cards in my collection? Actually, I liked building sets, honestly. And, I think my favorite set is always the one I'm working on for whatever reason. And then it's like, okay, now I'm like, have another favorite. But some of the ones that kind of persisted over time is I love 1972 tops.
Yeah.
And I know, like, of the sets I'm putting together now, some of them are much more highly valued and harder to complete. But I just love everything about 72. I love the color designs, just how 70s it is. It's got a mixture of both the uniforms from the 60s and some of the ones in the 70s coming on. It's got a mixture of the stadiums that were new at that time and ones that were older, all in the backgrounds. It's got stars from the 50s, a little bit still in the 60s, and clearly the stars are emerging in the 70s, and that the high series are not easy to complete. I like that it wasn't an easy set to complete. I kind of like the challenge with it. So I'd say probably 72 is still my absolute favorite that I've ever put together. I keep getting back to that one, even though I'm like, I just finished 67 last summer. I'm like, that's my favorite set now. I'm like, let's go back to 72, and I like that one a lot more. Not moving to 70 or 67 anytime soon, but so I don't know. Like right now, 53 Bowman color, love it. Diamond stars, love it. I even love 48 Bowman. So like, I don't know, but
Mitchell, how many do you have complete?
You know what? My nephew was over here when you came in for the National, and he was trying to count them because he was telling his girlfriend, like, my uncle's got tons of sets in here. And he told me, he was like, we got like over 40 binders here. I'm like, no, I don't. I got like maybe 20, 25. And I'm like, going through it after he left, I'm like, oh yeah, there's like over 40 binders. And that doesn't include the ones I have in boxes that I'm putting in binders. So yeah, I guess so. And I have all the 80s, 70s, some of the 60s, up through about 67 at this point. And then it's kind of like intermittent thereafter.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I don't know if I have like a favorite card though. People ask me that and I have no idea. I really don't.
Jake's going to show you our favorite card. We haven't done a video on it, but you guys both know what it is. Go ahead. Do this one first.
Okay.
This is our
the
big pickup.
1948 Yogi Berra rookie card auto.
Gotta take it in the package.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. You showed me that one. Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome. Very cool.
And our second
vintage is just the way to go. I love signed vintage stuff.
And our second card is the 1953 Topps Satchel Paige.
Yeah, that was an awesome pickup too. Yeah, it's a sweet card.
That's going to be a set I'll add to my list that I'll start building once I can finish some other projects. Just be kind of cool to have the big 53 sets on both sides.
Oh yeah.
53 tops is awesome. We did a set break for that last month, and that's a big set.
Yeah, that's a big one. That Mickey.
Yeah.
So
And
the
that,
question I got for you, RJ, you've been putting like a lot of videos up recently of like all the stuff you've been grading. What goes into your decision of like what you get graded and what you decide not to grade? Because I've only done 2 submissions and they're just all recent. And I tell you, it took me like about 3 hours to pick out 13 cards to go get graded because I wanted to really make sure I had the right 13 cards I wanted to submit for grading. And then the second one, I was just like, well, I'll do all my diamond stars that I don't have graded at this point. And that was an easier decision. But I was kind of curious because I'm like kind of now like getting ready to do another submission.
Like we just did a
yesterday
I mailed in a 33 card submission to SGC, and then we did a 20-something card autograph to PSA. So it was 10 of those 48 Bowmans went in, and a Mike Trout, a Kobe Bryant, and a Micah Parsons. And then we sent the Mutual 48 Bowman and the Rizzuto 48 Bowman to PSA. Spencer Jones. Yeah, we sent that in. So, I mean, the SGC ones, I mean, they're just top rookies that we want. Like the one right off the top, the number 1 card in the delivery yesterday was the Joe Montana rookie.
Yeah, that was a sweet one.
So that's it's just certain cards that are, rookies that we had 7 Venezuelan cards that we sent.
You want to see this one?
Yeah, we just picked up Yogi.
nice.
That's the Venezuelan.
You gotta get the
Nice. Yeah.
So that's the Yogi 64.
Yeah.
You gotta try to find the Retirado Yogi. That's
I was looking at those today. That Koufax is, with the ball right here. That's
so
sweet.
cool.
Yeah, the Yogi is very expensive too.
That is the Venny. Is the Koufax.
I'll show.
These just came in the mail today. We got 2 more clean backs.
Gibson.
So these will go in the next delivery.
This is Venezuelan too.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Bob Gibson and Frank Robinson.
So you're going for it on the Venny.
Want to show this?
We're getting great deals.
That's all?
Yeah.
I mean, Frank Robinson was always a confusing card to me as a kid because it says Orioles on there. He's clearly not in an Orioles jersey. And so, like, as a kid, I was like really kind of confused. I'm like, did the Orioles ever wear like a red and white jersey only? No.
All right. Yeah.
I want to show you my Venezuelans that I'm going to send out. So I have an SGC submission about to go out as well. And I have a couple of Venezuelans that are
Orlando. What's up, buddy? Great video today on the mantles, Orlando.
It's a beta.
Gordy, if you haven't checked out Orlando's channel, you got to check out his Mickey Mantle video today.
Or just post a video there on Mickey.
That was a sweet video.
Yeah.
So I've got a 10 card submission going in. This was a 69 Ryan. It was in a funky slab. It was yeah, matching. This was in like a JSA or some weird slab as a 5. So I'm sending it to SGC, hoping for the same. This is one of the Vennies I'm very excited to get to grade.
Oh. Look at that.
Yeah.
So
many of those have like.
I saw you make that deal.
In there, that one doesn't.
I saw you make that deal on that card.
So that's a premium
TikTok
right
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On and Garfield, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, that guy did teach me a lot about Venezuelans. I have a Rizzuto that I'm going to send out as well. The Retirados are like super cool. I'm going to send out this Koufax. This was in a funky slab. Little Duke Snyder, 50 Bowman. Ted Williams play ball. I'm going to send out.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
This one was in a PSA 8 OC slab, so I cracked it out, sending it to SGC. Opening maybe 7. And then this John Titus T206 I might send in. And then these are my 2 other Vennies, RJ. This is a Joe DiMaggio 1.
Wow.
And then this is another big boy here.
Is this all from the same dealer in Garfield?
No, none of these were from the Garfield guy, actually.
Yeah, that's the babe. That's awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
These came from a guy named
Do you want
Dakota
to show that, babe?
Sports Cards. The Jackie I bought in a Facebook group. The Rizzuto I bought in a Facebook group. Yeah, my Venny collection will be up to 4. And I'd probably stop after those 4 right now. If I can find something really nice, I know Satchel Paige typically runs a couple grand, but if you were to find like a decent looking one that was reasonably priced, I could maybe get into Satchel Paige and move some stuff, but we'll see.
You got to pull out those autograph cards.
Yeah.
That's my favorite of your stuff.
Yeah. Do
you guys ever grade common cards? I was kind of looking into that recently because I got some
Only 67s I've been
52.
doing.
Yeah, some nice looking 52s, but they're all commons. But I'm like,
some of them.
those kind of really sell. When I was like kind of searching like commons for like some of the other sets from the same year, like similar years, and like there's not a lot of common 53s out there for sale. But when you search 52, it was like load of like graded cards from that set. It was kind of interesting. So I'm like, okay.
So now,
I'm kind of thinking about getting those encased anyway because I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, I think common cards are cool graded. Like when I went to the National this year, I found a couple commons that were graded in SGC 8 slabs for my 54 set.
Whoa.
So
Mine aren't that good, but
picked up a few of those, and that was pretty wild.
I was hoping like maybe like 3s and 4s for some of the ones I got. I think this one's really cool looking. Yeah.
52 tops is awesome.
Yeah.
This one's a little off center, but like the corner is like super sharp. I looked under like a magnifying glass and it looked like it was just cut yesterday. So I'm kind of wondering like what it'll kind of come out as. It being off center is gonna hurt, but
I'm gonna say
just like go above a 5. You know, like
have you seen Elite Hunter's latest video on the SGC reveal? The way he does it.
Now what does he do?
Check it out. I think it was this past week. He does where he's holding the raw card and he'll say, "Oh, I got a 6," and then he'll merge right into the SGC reveal. And then he'll say,
that's kind of cool. It's like a magic.
The faces on the top. You know, if he got it right, if he got it totally wrong, or if he got it way above grade. So
when he's wrong, does he have to like give it away free?
He was only wrong a few times, a handful of times.
Yeah. So, you want to do the things?
Yeah, so we got a delivery today that we didn't know was coming today. You want to do that? We'll do this now.
Can I do it?
Yeah, let me just show the box. So we got nice box here. We got 2 boxes. We got 4 gloves on Whatnot this past week. 4 autographed gloves. And then we got an autographed 1969 Willis Reed autograph.
Rookie picture, kind of.
Look at that. That's awesome, man.
Who's this?
We all came from the same place, clearly, huh?
So this is the Bob Feller.
Oh, dude!
Oh, wow,
so cool.
He's one of my guys.
Yeah. So this one I couldn't pass it up.
And then
I'm not even gonna lie. JSA certified. We paid $35 for this.
That's awesome.
No.
Yeah.
So you getting this on Whatnot mostly?
Yeah. So this was a Whatnot sale on a.
Oh, it's here right now.
Mostly does like estate sales, but his title was sports memorabilia, and his whole store was on the floor. It was all.
Are we supposed to send over Danny?
Yeah. So this one they were supposed to keep, and they sent it to us. We paid for the grading for PSA, so we're gonna have to send this back to him because we paid the $25 for PSA to grade it. So this will be going back. Polish it out.
I'm gonna open the other one now. Can I open all these by myself?
Hold on, let me see one, just so we can keep this going. Let's see, what do we got here?
You guys had to wait until this evening to open all this stuff up? You probably wanted to open it up as soon as you got it, didn't you?
So this one is a Vern Law.
No way, dude. That is so cool.
Yeah. And I don't think I paid over $30 for this.
Daddy, can I take it out?
Really?
Yeah.
Can I take it out of the
Did you get the Vennies on Whatnot too?
What's that?
You get the Vennies on Whatnot as well?
No, the Vennies are in that Facebook group.
Okay.
The Vennies I got all together. I think it came out to $50 a card, but the biggest one was the Sandy Koufax 62 Venny with the clean back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This one's a Gaylord Perry, but you can't really. It's kind of fading.
Are these their actual gloves, or are these game used gloves?
Yeah, these are they're glove. They're like this is a Gaylord Perry glove.
Kill me, Dad.
Okay, so it was like a little league glove.
Right.
Was signed by Gaylord Perry.
Yep.
Kill me, Dad.
Yeah. Let's get this.
Okay.
That's
the ball,
really
yeah.
neat, though.
Can
How are you
we-
going to display all those mitts? You
No.
got a display or something?
And the last one is last one's a good one. It's my favorite one, only because I love his 1948 Bowman card, and we have that autographed. So this one is a Marty Marion.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, St. Louis
Louis
legend.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but this glove is crazy.
I don't have his
I love
yet.
the way you
I
have
his
your
53
wall
Bowman.
displayed down there. I love the decor. I'm excited to see how you get those set up.
Yeah, we just showed Mitchell. We're gonna do a video on it. We just hung up a 45 ball display. And
Nice.
this is our new thing. We're doing balls now.
I think that's gonna look great, man.
Yeah, the Willie Mays. That's a big one.
Feels
And Jake's got the next big one that we got.
This guy did really good.
Yeah, he did a good wrapping job on this one.
The only autographed ball I own.
No, but it's not in the case.
So I bought off a friend who won it.
Move so I don't mess it up. All right. So we got Yogi Ball.
Yogi Berra.
There we go. I love that you guys.
I think it'll
Love
go nice with that card.
Looks a little ripped, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's the boy. That's awesome. You gotta love a good mail day.
Yeah, you gotta love a $125 mail day with 4 baseball gloves.
That's pretty cool.
Even
ridiculous.
use baseball.
In a good way.
Yeah.
And then what is this?
Oh, we just want to thank.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go ahead.
So Tractor Guy,
Gordy, you know Tractor Guy, right?
Of course, yeah.
so Tractor Guy sent me like a bunch of cards.
Nice care package you sent Jake. It's very cool.
Yeah, he's the man.
All baseball cards.
So I think that's. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. So I looked through the cards and I'm like, I gotta sleep something.
Where's that red man?
Red Man?
Yeah, that was a cool one.
Red
There's
man.
a red man in there? Wow.
Yeah.
That's not just any old little
The one with the
cards
tab.
there.
With the tab on the bottom, the tab. I gave you a new sleeve for it. Did you put it on your shelf?
No.
Remember, like the Slaughter?
Oh wait, hold on. Where is it? I think it's over there somewhere. So I sleeved like a bunch of cards up when my dad was gone. So I found out a way that the big. Hold on, I'll show this. So I figured out a way to get the big cards, like the not the regular ones. I take 2 sleeves, put them together into one, and look. I flip it over, it doesn't come out. So look, see, it's like raising above the card. 2 sleeves on one
That
card.
works.
Nice.
Griffey.
So you use
There we
the card top loaders.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
No,
Thank you, Tractor.
I'm saying I took 2 sleeves and I put one of them in the sleeve and the other one.
That's awesome, Jake.
Go find the the red
I
man.
know, but I want to show the rest.
Throw one more.
The way box. But the best. I didn't think this was gonna happen to me. Actually, Tractor Guy, I want to thank you for this really one card.
Griffey? Oh, yeah, there it is.
I don't know who this is. My dad doesn't know who it is.
I never heard of him.
It's called Harvey. It's football Harvey Williams rookie card autographed.
Nice. How about
Thank you.
that?
So I would like to thank you for that. One card is my best card that I got from you. The only and only you.
Very cool.
Oh, and the other one.
This is like our 4th care package from Tractor.
Clearly, he likes them.
Yes.
He'll be working on those cards all night, probably.
That's all.
All right, so what's coming up, Gordy? You got anything coming up?
I found it.
Oh, you found it?
Always.
So, I don't know this guy. Maybe Gordy will know.
You found the red man.
Yeah.
So the tab is still.
I'm meaning to show you this card. I picked this up the other day. I'm going to try and pull it out.
So I don't know who this is. Do you know Gus Zendler?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, he's the number 2 card in the 1954 top set. Yeah, he played for the Athletics, right?
There you go. Yeah.
So the tab still on there.
If I named 2 people, would you know what?
White Sox,
are
too,
the
if I
set?
remember correctly. Yep.
What did you say, RJ?
If I named 2 people in the 1954 top set, would you know the number?
The number? That's
Are
hard.
you that? Okay.
I'm
I
gonna give
might have to fill out that one.
you Jackie.
Jackie Robinson.
Ooh, this is looking it. Looks like he doesn't know.
What numbers? I'm going to say Jackie isn't early in the set. I'm going to go with number 10.
Okay. What about?
Wait, do you have the answer? I would like to know.
Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on.
He's number 10.
He's number 10.
Hold on, let's check.
I got him behind me. He's number 10.
What about Heine Manouche?
Man, Heine Manouche, I'm going to go with.
One of those weird Hall of Famers that's in there as a coach.
Oh, I got a good one.
If you know the answer to this, I'd be curious to know how close I am. I'm going to say 190 on Heine Manouche.
Sure, I don't know. I could probably tell you his Diamond Star number, which I think is card number 30, but I don't know about that one.
I'm actually thinking about it.
All right, Gordy, Phil Rizzuto.
Philly.
Rizzuto is also an earlier number.
Yep, he's early. He's in the teens.
What number is it?
Which one?
Is it teens? Oh, I have that card. Can I guess too?
Yeah, go ahead, Mitchell. You go first.
Is it 13?
I'm going to guess 18.
17.
Okay.
Neither one was that.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't recall the Heine Manouche correctly for at least the Diamond Star, so at least I'll get credit for that. Number 30, and that's it. Yeah.
He's not in there.
It's not in there.
Oh,
Why?
say okay, line.
Okay, line.
Oh, boy. I should know.
Hold on, let me look it up actually so I can know.
Okay.
Man, I would guess around 200.
Let's see.
Hold on. Let's see.
So you going to Garfield on Sunday, Gordy?
I am. I'm very excited.
Yeah. We have one card we're looking for.
Are we going to there?
If it rains, we're gonna go. Yeah.
Awesome.
You're looking for the Seaver rookie? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I almost had it last night, but I wasn't paying that money for an authentic. It went for like $800, so I wasn't going to pay for an authentic.
Yeah. Nah.
Seaver rookie. We need 2 more cards for the 48. We need Enos and Red.
Wait, so what is your guess, Gordy, for the LK line?
I guessed 200, and I know I was off.
And 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Close.
You round down, you got it.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys one thing. So I found this video today that I really like.
No, you can't show that on here. No. Don't show that on here. I want to copyright.
Yeah, it might be hard to watch it over here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
RJ, do you want me to show the autograph collection I've got? And
Yeah! Come on.
I'll show the autos, and then I've got to hop off. Actually, I've got to get up.
All right.
I'm so thankful, Mitchell, to have on the show. I love getting to see you guys and talk to you guys about cards. So thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. You're welcome back anytime. It's great meeting you.
Yeah.
He's got to go to
doing that. I got this recently. I got the
Oh.
Heritage autograph of Warren Spahn. That's going to be in the SEC order, like the Bob Feller was.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty happy with it. Got a price I really couldn't.
How many of those you have autographed?
You know, there was only 2 Hall of Famers that signed for the 2001 Bowman Heritage set. It was Warren Spahn and Bob
Here's
Feller.
our Warren.
Yeah.
Spoon. Orange spoon.
Nice.
We're doing a game of one-upsmanship of
Jake's
cards.
all over the
All right, I got
pull that one. There you go. I got a 2.
Oh, I
Now
love.
Gordy pull out a 3.
So my favorite Warren Spahn card is the 54 Red Heart Spahn.
That's a nice
That's a
one.
beautiful card.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Only have one
That's
card.
the set I always wanted to complete when I
That's-
knew about it.
we're gonna start getting some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to complete that set. It's especially hard to get a fine and good-looking Stan the Man.
Yeah.
There you go. That's one of the big cards from the man.
All it costs is money.
Yeah.
That's all
Oh,
it
and
is.
one other thing about the Red Heart. I saw the video with your dog about the Mick.
I'm happy that card went to a good collector, but that's one that I wish I still had. I love that Red Heart Mantle
What
card.
grade was that?
It was in a 2.5.
Oh, because I saw it wrong in the video.
Oh yeah, you graded, right?
Yeah, I got it graded. I bought it raw and then I sent it in and got it graded. So this is my vintage on card auto.
Oh, that's
This
Oh,
is
nice.
Whitey Ford's 51
Chairman
bone.
of the board.
Yeah, he's awesome. I've actually been looking. I was looking to sell this to fund some. Actually, that Babe Ruth card, but I was able to move some other stuff, so it all worked out. So I really like Hank Aaron stuff. I love Hank Aaron stuff. This is his 72 signed Hank. I love, or 71, excuse me. I actually kind of shocked they got an auto 9. It's like my favorite auto, I think, of the ones I have. This is a Venezuelan Clemente, Aaron, and Willie. I love this card. It's not auto.
Oh, wow.
If that was autographed, that card would be the most valuable card.
Yeah.
So much.
Mhm.
So then these are the big 3 of my autograph collections. This is a 56 Hank Aaron auto. This is a grade 10 autograph Hank Aaron. Then this is my 1960 Willie Mays auto. This was just graded off.
Beautiful.
I love Mays and
The
Aaron.
cards are just meant to be signed. 60 is like a perfect example of the set. Just
It
you
is.
can see the auto just going on there so nicely.
And then this is probably my favorite card I have, and my rarest card I have. This is 58 tops. This is the yellow letter variant of this card. So 58 tops, 58 tops. Most of them were white lettered with their names. This was a yellow letter. So this is a rare card to begin with, and Hank Aaron signed it. The pop on this is 4, and I don't know if there will be any others that would surface at this stage.
Yeah, there can't be too many more out there that haven't probably been graded at this point.
Yeah, there's one other Hank Aaron piece that I have. This is not signed. This is a Hires Root Beer 1958 Hank Aaron.
wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Full tab.
So these, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hires Root Beer cards, but 99% of them you only see from the preparation. The fact that you have the full tab on this card is what makes it so cool. It's a 7 with a qualifier on it. So really nice condition.
Wow.
And this is one of my favorite pieces in my collection. I'll never sell this.
I didn't realize until just now that it's in the shape of a bottle, just upside down.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I haven't really studied them much, but I'm familiar with them. But that's cool.
It's such a cool piece. This is Americana. This was in root beer 6-packs, and they would put that tab in there. And if you tore the tab off and sent it in, you were able to get a baseball, which is super cool to me. So the pop on this, I think, is only around 20. So I love it, and
Very nice.
Yeah.
my big stuff. But
So we have that we have that Hires root beer in the Bobby Thompson, but without the tab. So we did not send that to SGC.
Yeah,
That's something we won't send.
They will grade them without the tab. Like this is a very typical card that you would see graded. Like you could probably look up a 1958 Hank Aaron Hires root beer card and see that. It's just this piece is almost impossible to find because everyone tore it off and got the free baseball book. So that's
like the Redmonds in some ways, huh?
Yes, definitely.
They're probably more scarce though, because you can find a lot of Redmonds with the tab.
Yeah, at the Garfield show, RJ, we always see Redmans. There are a couple dealers that always have them.
Yep.
So yeah, that's some of my favorite stuff, my collection. I don't always get to show my collection on the Sunday shows anymore because it's.
How about the Babe?
Huh?
How about the Babe behind you?
Oh yeah.
That's a nice.
This is a 1950 Babe Ruth sports comic book that features Yogi Berra. This is the there's only 9 copies of this graded by CSG, and it's the second highest graded example of it. It's in 7.5. The color's outstanding. It's
almost like new.
Yeah, the condition is insane from 1950. Yeah. And there is one other, actually, I do have one other piece that I haven't shown before.
That could be a Mickey Mantle autograph on a card.
This is pretty wild. This is the first ever edition of Sports Illustrated from 1954.
Eddie Matthews? Who is that?
Yes. Very good. Eddie Matthews, yeah. So this is graded in 9.4. So very high grade. It was
printed yesterday.
Yeah. What's really cool about this, and I've been meaning to buy a more beat up version of this so I can make a video showing what it looks like on the inside, because there is actually a 1954 Topps set in this comic or in this magazine. So there are cards from the 54 set, and SGC and PSA have actually started to grade the Sports Illustrated 54 Topps variation. So they're in here. Never see them because I'm keeping it sealed, but they're up in there.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. But,
did you get that the National?
I've had that for the Babe Ruth. I got the National. The 54 Sports Illustrated I bought from a dealer actually from Garfield.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm going this Sunday. I'm going to buy a lot of cards there on Sunday. So.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. You have a big card show coming up.
I know.
Another big one coming up in a couple months here that I'm already starting to get excited about.
How many shows do you go to typically, like monthly?
Not a lot. I go to the big ones that are here. So I go to the Chicago Sports Spectacular. So they had it twice this year. They skipped the summer show because of the National.
Right.
So I go to the National, and there's like a local one that's here. It's like 10 minutes from the house that I'll go to. That's held like once a month.
Yeah.
But I usually do enough damage at the bigger shows where I can get my fix. And so I don't have to maybe feel the need to go out to some of the smaller ones sometimes. But.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Although I found some of the cooler things in my collection that come from those shows. Just the random vintage card that's sitting at a modern table is like been like a great pickup. Like the best example of that was like getting this T206 Fred Parent card. Just like it was a modern dealer, had like 2 vintage cards, 2 tobacco cards in there, and I'm like, hey, does this sound like a fair deal? Like $40 for it, and he's like, sure, go get it graded. It comes back a 3. So I'm like, that's great, and it's a White Sox player on top of it. So like, win-win for me.
What a win! Yeah, that stuff. That's the best, man. I love doing that. That's a great tip as well for anyone watching. I want to make a video actually on that to look for vintage. One-off vintage at modern tables. It's a great way to get deals.
Yeah.
So, well, I need to hop off. It was great seeing you guys. I'm so appreciative of it. So thank you. And
good time, guys.
I looking forward to doing this again in the future. So Mitchell,
yeah. It's been a little while since we did what makes this set great. We probably need to feature one. So 54 is right there, every single card in the set.
All right, Mitchell. I'll see you soon, all right?
Bye, Mitchell.
Okay, you guys have a great evening.
Everything.
We will be back soon.
All
Yes.
right.
Soonish.
Thanks for watching.
Guys, thanks for tuning in today. We really appreciate everybody joining in and joining the comments. So you guys have a great night too, and
Stay humble.
have a great time in the hobby. So
Go Yankees.
and you,
Oh.
I'll tell you your sign off. Go Yankees, right? So, for the White Sox, I just want the season to end. All right, good night, everybody.